Jeremy.
Hi guys,
You're
welcome. It is Takeover Tuesday. I am back. I haven't been here for a couple of weeks now.
I know, right?
I've been here, but I just haven't been on the live stream. I was next door having to run this joint. Somebody's got to run the place, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't run itself, does it?
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. If we get ChatGPT to run our business, then I could just play mandolins all day. Guys, look at this. Let me, before I show you what this is, I'm going to hide it behind my back. Please write in the comments where you're watching from, what you're up to, how cold is it where you're at, how many inches of snow did you get? Yesterday I was talking to one of my mentors out near Washington, D.C. He said they got 8 inches of snow out there, so...
Dang!
Yes, we didn't get that much. We got about an inch, they said officially an inch and a half of snow in Springfield, Missouri, but it is cold. 18 degrees is the high today, and I know Tex and some of them are on there going, cold, that's like a heat wave coming through.
A heat wave.
Like 30 below zero. And those Canadians, Carol, and folks up north of the border are probably like, oh, that's warm.
Yeah.
But it's cold for us. My wife bought me a heated jacket, heated coat, and I am in love. I want to wear it like all the time now. So.
With the heated jacket? Yeah.
I'm just sitting in my office with my heated jacket on.
Nice.
So yeah, tell us where you're watching from, what you guys have been up. How was your Christmas? Did you get what you asked for?
Tex did literally just type as you were saying that. What do you mean by chilly?
See,
what do you mean by chilly?
I knew it. There are men, and then there's me, and I do not like the cold.
All right. Watching from East Tennessee, it's cold but not as chill here. Jeremy is what Skid Gear says. Ooh, J and R Faust says 7 inches in his part of Ohio that he's at right now. So that's
I made a mistake.
A lot.
I listened to the weatherman, which I know you can't predict weather like 8 to 10 days out. They do as good as they can. I'm not saying they should do better. Someday maybe, but I told my kids, guys, we're supposed to get 5 inches of snow this weekend. And they were so excited and stoked.
Oh no!
And then nothing came forever.
They were like,
and they're
so
disappointed.
Though.
But when we got like a dusting of snow, they were out there all day long, making snow angels and.
That's fun.
But yeah, I was really hoping for that 5 inches. It's fun to get that first big snow, and then say, all right, we're done.
Yeah. See, that's what I say too. It's like, I only want like one good snow is fine, guys. I don't need the rest of this. All right, I'm gonna go down some comments real quick.
Catch up on the comments and then we'll start talking.
First comment was J&R Faust, vintage Gibson, can't wait because I have that in the title because I'm good at titling things.
Is it a 1923 Lloyd Loar? I don't know, stay tuned.
You'll find out. It's not that one, yeah. They said I'm first, will I get a $1,000 prize? No, we do not have the budget for prizes yet for that magnitude. Maybe one day, maybe when we hit that 1 million subscribers.
Something even more valuable, and that is our adulation.
Okay.
And congratulations.
And congratulations. Angela says, greetings from Willington, North Carolina. Welcome, Vince. Hey there, TAS guys and gals. Hope everyone weathered the storm and are staying warm and dry. Thank you so much, Vince. He says that it is a 30 degrees here in Staunton, Virginia. He said, did I mention that I hate the snow? So I guess Vince is not a fan of the snow. All right. Guitar Xana, hello from Montana.
Heated coat. You'll love it.
Yeah. Let's see. Tex asked, when the Eastman E1D Deluxe returns, can we do a comparison with the Martin D12? That is a good suggestion, and I will absolutely write that down on our to-do list. We can always see.
We were just looking through our list of ideas and to-dos, and we don't have enough. Maybe part of the New Year's is we can add an extra day to every week, so
we can
just add one more day.
Add one more day so that we can do stuff.
Somebody come up with a name. What comes after Sunday? We'll add another day, and then maybe we'll catch up on all the video ideas.
Yeah. Acoustic Shoppe Day. That's what they should name it. All right, let's see. What do we have going on here? Welcome, everybody. Tex is reminding you guys to please like the live stream. Thank you so much, Tex. Also on the news front, guys, we have the Acoustic Air humidity trackers going out.
Yep. They arrived, the same day, I think like 100 of them shipped out. So.
Yeah. All right.
You know, we sold 120 of them on Small Business Saturday alone.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And that's why, probably, fun fact, Dawson went like halfway through today to go drop off a bunch of them at USPS, and I'm sure that I'm going to go after work and drop off more.
So much for through sleet and snow, rain and whatever else, other things. You know, it used to be the post office's motto that they always deliver. They called us on Monday and said, we're not coming out, we're only in office today. So they didn't go out yesterday, so we had to drive them to the post office today.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens. All right, I'm gonna see where we're at on comments. You guys have so many comments, oh my gosh. Hello from Central Illinois is 9 inches of snow. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Guitar Zan said, sent Jeremy a message about a used timed piccolo mandolin available on Reverb. Did you receive it?
I responded in the video content last week, and I said I was going to look more into it. But I remember that Heim piccolo. We made a video with it. It was very, very cool.
We did,
I wanted to have one. We did a couple. We did the mandolin family, which we showed all the different sizes, from the little bitty wee little piccolo all the way up to the mandocello, and it is very cool.
Yeah, we featured it a little bit.
I told you, and I'm sorry, I remember I commented in the live stream last week about what I thought of it, but I said I'm going to look up what it sold for and give you an idea, and I didn't do that, and I apologize. I will get on that after this stream.
Okay. Jeremy, how well do you think a mandolin would sit in an AC/DC set?
I think it'd be pretty awesome, especially this, guys. I'm going to talk a little bit about this. This is the
go ahead, show off what you got.
Mandolindo. It is from the KR Strings guys in Hawaii, and they showed me, they got some cool videos. If you go to KR Strings, they got videos of these two super, I forget their names, these super hot pickers out of Nashville. They're guitar, tele players, and fiddle players. And they played the Octolindo, or Mandolindo, is a mandolin, but just single string. So it's very much like Tiny Moore when he had his electric, like a Mandocaster. He had a 5-string and a 4-string, and it was just single strings. It just gives you a different feel. If you're a guitar player, it feels more like the guitar.
Yeah.
Just put a pickup on this thing and jump up there on AC/DC and rock out. It's pretty fun what mandolin's been showing up in these days. They've been putting in some really cool rock. Watch Chris Thiele playing with, what's that? Something Wolf Pack. The Wolf Pack.
Cool.
Which they're pretty hardcore. And
yeah.
Mandolin fits it pretty awesome.
So, first question that we got here, how much is the Mandolindo? Do you know how much we're going to be selling this for?
We should never feature an instrument that we don't know the price of and haven't received yet, but we can't help ourselves. Okay, so we were waiting for they shipped us the Octolindos first, we had those in, and then the Lindos arrived after that, and then we've just been playing catch up from Small Business Saturday. That was the longest it took us to really catch up. Not just on the things that happened that day, but orders kept coming in. December was a really busy month. So we're just catching up on all that. We're going to get all these photographs priced and put on the website. So I couldn't even venture to tell you a rough estimate, and I'm the one that ordered them. So that's pretty bad, huh?
Yeah. But so what will be revealed soon? Do they make it in a sunburst?
I think
Vince
so.
is asking. I think so.
4 Mandolindos in,
yeah.
I think, and then 4 Octolindos.
Next question.
That's a nice chord.
Text says his shipment was already delayed by a day. It made it across Kansas, which Kansas, like, there were some places that got
Kansas City
absolutely wrecked.
10 inches.
Yeah, I saw videos of people snowboarding in Kansas City, which is cool. But
before that, the night before, they had ice come in.
Yeah.
I saw a girl was ice skating in the parking lot of her apartment complex.
I
mean, the whole thing was just...
It's kind of cool. That's fun. Jack H is asking, Jeremy, what strings do you use on your MD305? What is the brand and gauge?
So my favorite string that I use on my mandolin, especially if I'm playing out regularly or in the studio, is the LSB 250s from GHS. They're silk and bronze, so they have they're bronze wrapped mandolin, but underneath that they have a very thin strand of silk, and that takes a little bit of the brightness and tingle, the metallic sound out of the string and gives it a much more woody, that woody Adam Steffi style tone. I love those. They don't last as long. I have to change those. When I'm on the road, I'll change those once a week. If I'm just home playing by myself, I will change those maybe once a month. Recently, I've got a little bit lazy with string changes. Just been getting too busy with the shop and kids and life. So I've been using the D'Addario XS's, their medium gauge string, and I really love those. Tone-wise, I still prefer the LSB 250s. They just got a great woody tone. But for longevity, the XS strings from D'Addario are my kind of recent go-to. So I vacillate between those two.
Next question. This is from Kyle Bell. Did John get a pick guard on the Bedell 1940 yet? I think I can answer this one, and I know that the answer is no. Yeah, we haven't had one arrive yet.
Again, it could be that delay with Canada. Yeah. I guess the Canadian Post is back delivering things, but there still has been a delay with all the weather and whatnot. But we did ask Mario to expedite that because the folks at Bedell want the guitar back so they can photograph it and get it ready for the NAMM show.
And do their entire thing, yeah. Oh my gosh, the NAMM show is coming up. We haven't mentioned it yet, but is everybody else excited?
I'm super excited. I wipe my head like I'm worn out because this month's going to be very busy. Every year we do a planning retreat where the leadership kind of goes off and just spends a weekend figuring out what we're going to do in the next year. So that's happening this weekend. Then we got a week off, and then me, John, and Jason fly out on Saturday of the week of NAMM. So the weekend, next weekend, I guess that is. We're going to fly out to NAMM. Actually, we're flying to LA. We're taking our dad with us. He hasn't really got out of the house since our mom passed away. So John, Jason, and I are going to spend about 3 days before the rest of the crew gets there, just touring Hollywood. Our dad loves.
I'm excited though.
Our dad loves old Hollywood.
Bill's with us.
And
Let's go.
Dad, he tells the history
I
of
know.
everything. So
I'm really
He'll tell us
excited.
where Charlie Chaplin filmed his first movie and how he started the studio.
He's yeah. It's so exciting.
He's got he can't remember what he had for breakfast, but he has a steel trap for a memory on all these obscure facts.
Like historical ones. Yeah.
It's not just it's World War. It's a Hollywood lore.
Yeah. All historical.
He's a great tour
That's really
guide.
cool.
When we're on the road, he would tell us everything that happened at this site.
Heck yeah. I'm excited. Do you guys have any specific sites that you've planned yet?
I think we're going to the the Paramount Studio. I think his dad's plan. He told John all about it yesterday, and John was filling me in. But he's got a whole plan of things that we are going to do while we're out in LA, and it should be a good time. And then we go straight into NAMM extended their week this time, especially for retailers. Tuesday and Wednesday they're doing some really good sessions. So it's a convention where you sit in some of the seminars. They got a lot on AI and marketing and
you guys
retail
did
a
seminar last year.
We did one of the seminars last year for YouTube content creation. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. And then we got meetings set up all week long. Monday we're going to be going to Pomona, California before the crew gets there and filming a bunch of stuff at the Eastman workshop and setup shop out there, and filming some of the stuff they're going to be showing at NAMM. One of our plans this year is to have as much content of early stuff filmed in a environment where it's not noisy.
A controlled environment.
A controlled sound and video environment. We're going to slide those clips into our live streams so you guys get a little bit better audio on what the new gear is.
Yeah.
And they're pretty exciting.
Another good thing is that I've mentioned it a little bit before. Some of the booths that are acoustic specific are in their own little section. So that also might help with noise quite a bit. We'll find out.
I read a fun thing. NAMM put out warning the drum section. Guys, new rules this year. Like once every 2 hours, they have a 15-minute break where no drums can be done. And that's to keep, throughout the day, the volume, especially the drum section, just keeps going up and up and up. And by the end of it, it's just deafening. They think that they call this a reset. So that 15 minutes is going to reset the volume, let people realize how quiet it is without drums. And then when they start banging again, they won't be banging quite as loud as they were if they kept going nonstop.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see if that works.
I think I have confidence that it'll be better than whatever you guys experienced last year. That sounded insane. All right, going on from that.
We got some collaborations with other YouTubers are going to be down there.
Exciting.
So we're going to have some fun stuff going on this year. I was overhearing some of the marketing team's plans for NAMM. It's going to be exciting.
I used all my brain on these ones.
Hinckley
the entire
is just
thing.
worn out. Her brain is
I'm already
hurting.
very tired. Yeah, all right, but it's gonna be fun. Next question that I saw, do you have any nylon non-classical guitars that you would recommend? And Tex did actually chime in here for a second, talking about the Firk Red. Yeah, that's a good example. I don't know how much
We do have one of those crossover ones from, do we have that one from Guild? I don't know if we do, Cordoba. Cordoba had their crossover, which has it doesn't have the wide neck that a lot of steel string players aren't used to, that really wide neck for a classical guitar. So they call it their crossover, a little bit more of a standardized steel string neck, but on a nylon string guitar. I'm not sure if we got one in stock right now or not.
It's the guy,
Not too sure. Do you want to go ahead and show off the next Octo?
Sure, we brought over an Octolindo, sorry. There's a wall there. And guys, we got to mention, we got a new camera operator here today.
Yay.
And he's actually going to be one of our guys in charge of content creation and posting and creative.
The stuff we do. The stuff
all the
we do
creative
in our
stuff
little
over there.
office.
So make welcome Traden Williams behind the camera. Traden, say hi.
Right, Andy Barrett.
Hi.
There you have it.
Pick it up today.
But yeah, we got the Octolindo. I showed this off. We did an unboxing of these when they first arrived, and I think this is the burled maple. We had somebody asking, how much is that going to be? This is their limited run of these. I believe this had a red spruce top on it too.
Turn this up real quick.
Carpathian spruce top. This is their custom Carpathian, and burled maple back inside. This gorgeous burst on that. And this is cool. So this is an octave mandolin. So still tuned up like an octave mandolin, double each string, but on a guitar body. So that's a really cool, interesting instrument. Gives it a different sound than like an arch top or a carved top mandolin, octave mandolin. A lot more mellow and even more balanced. So I think some of the carved ones can be a little bit mid-rangey, but this one just feels very even across the whole range. I want to thank Scott Tickner at the Mandolin Cafe. If you guys have not checked out the Mandolin Cafe, do that. It's all about mandolins. So there's forums on there, there's tablature, there's classifieds. But Scott said, have you ever checked out these KR strings? They're octave mandolins and they're mandolindos. And I said, no, I'm not familiar with them. Then he told me, well, David Benedict did a review on it. He loves one, which David's incredible. His channel's one of my favorites on YouTube. But David did buy one of these personally used, and he did a review on it and was in love with it. So I contacted the guys with KR Strings. They're in Hawaii, and we got our first batch in. We're one of the only dealers in the U.S. I think there's 2 dealers maybe.
Yeah. Super exciting to get them online, though. And so, as we said a little bit earlier, if you're just not joining us, we'll have those online hopefully by the end of the week, as soon as we can. Yeah, we're still a little bit of catch-up from Small Business Saturday. Got a quick question from Ed Bensick. What strings do you usually put on Eastman guitars before shipping? So
it depends on if there's a special request, but the majority of them we put on there would either be the XS lights or mediums, or if we're out of those, just the EJ 16s and 17s, which is a light medium from D'Addario.
But typically we give you a call and ask what
preference
instruments or what strings you want on it. Yeah. So this is the cool thing.
As promised. Guys, this is it's like the style A1 from the mandolin. It's called a K1. So it's kind of their plain entry level. This is a Mando cello made by Gibson. It does have a few things replaced on a new tailpiece, a new pick guard and bridge, and new tuners as well. So a few things have been swapped out on it from its age, but this is from the 1920s. And again, it was kind of their more basic model, but a lot of the photos you see of some of the mandolin orchestras, you'll see this Mando cello. I need to learn the rest of that on my Mando cello.
Yeah.
Very cool piece of history. 1920s, was probably played in one of those mandolin orchestras that were very popular in the 20s. I imagine anybody owning a Mando cello was probably playing in a group. It's not really a instrument that you just play by yourself. You would probably get a mandolin. So there's a very good chance that this, a lot of those groups never really were big performers, but they would just have groups around some of these bigger cities, Chicago and Pennsylvania. They had lots of them up in Michigan where Gibson was made, but they would just have an orchestra, and it was basically people that got together and played all various different mandolin bodies and learned some classical music on them. So very cool part of the mandolin history.
Yeah.
And it was the boom of the mandolin world. And when they brought in Lloyd Lohr and he built the 1920s, and if you guys get a chance to watch the documentary that Hinckley and Jason put together for our Bill Monroe Hall of Fame mandolin, George Gruen tells a great story about, at that time, it was the most expensive mandolin, the F5, signed by Lloyd Lohr. They thought it was going to be a huge thing, and then the mandolin orchestra boom busted. The bubble burst, and nobody wanted these. It was a very expensive instrument, hardly sold any of them, almost put Gibson out of business, and just mistimed.
Yeah.
The perfect instrument for mandolin orchestra, but just built them like a few years too late.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until Bill Monroe found his.
That was
40 years
that was
later.
extremely interesting. Whenever we were chatting with Mr. Gruen, it was great though.
I love that. That was one of my favorite parts of that documentary. It was
So much
more that we
fun.
just had extra time that day filming. We're like, let's go over to Gruen and see what they got going on. George happened to be there. We told him what we were doing in town. He said, come upstairs with me. And
Come
that's where
on
he's got the
up,
secret
yeah.
vault.
So we just went up
And
there.
he just started talking, and we're like filming, and it's one of those happy circumstances.
Happenstance. Yeah, it was really fun though.
So this one, again, we are terrible. Anybody in retail would say, what is wrong with you guys? Do not put something on there that people can't actually buy. This is a consignment. We're still doing research on pricing on it with the alterations that have happened to it. Want to make sure we're disclosing all those and giving the current market value based on that. So Corey is frantically working on getting pricing for this, but that should be coming very soon.
But you don't know any like ballpark or anything like that, really?
I wouldn't want to say it
Gotcha.
without knowing for sure with these changes.
No worries.
There's, again, not a lot of
that
comps
soon.
for the K1.
Eh?
I think this one came in as 1920-ish. I forget, like
I don't
21.
know. We'll find out. We'll find out. You'll find out
You
shortly.
might have had a note inside here. Yeah,
All right.
Get
Do
it
it.
signed as 1920, between 1919 and 1920. So pre-Lloyd Lohr, but
Yeah. Still very cool though.
that's got big sound.
Let's see. Going back to some questions. I don't know if you'll know the answer for this one. I'm gonna let you play.
I'm just
That's okay.
gonna be like doodling on this while
Okay,
you
that's
ask
fine.
questions.
Jack H is asking, do we have any RK35 or 36 banjos coming in soon? Do you know?
I think so. We've got them both on order. Yes.
Gotcha, yeah.
We talked to Recording King when they were here with the Jim Pankey special that we did.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we do have those on order. I think they were back ordered for a little while. But they also got some new stuff coming out at the NAMM show this year. So we're going to visit their booth and do some cool stuff there as well. A banjo. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about the new banjo or not. I don't know.
I didn't even know that
I
that
think
was a
that
thing.
we might be. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll save it for now. Guys, if
We'll
you want to
find
see all
out.
the new stuff, make sure you tune in. January 23rd is the first day, I think, of the actual show. So that Thursday,
Okay.
through Saturday, we've got meetings set up throughout the week. We're going to be live streaming. We're going to be answering questions. If
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
have questions, we're going to ask the manufacturers directly and make them. We're going to force them to answer your questions.
Yep.
So,
So get those questions ready. No, it is actually going to be extremely fun. And just to clarify at the moment, if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. That's the best way that you'll be able to know immediately whenever we go live. Make sure that you have the little notification
hit that little
bell
and
on
it's
as
gonna-
well.
Your phone's going to go ding.
Yeah, that way the
live.
second that we are live at all of the incredible booths, and also if you really want to, anybody can look up the map of the NAMM show if you would like to see the type of booths that are in there.
And please, if
gonna be
you
fun, though.
have certain things you want us to see, that's how we discovered Iris last year. We had
Yeah.
people tell us, go over to the Iris booth, go see these guys. Tell us who you would like us to visit. Last year we broke we had the very first close mandolin, the carbon fiber mandolin, the very first video of one being
True.
played was us at the NAMM show. So.
Very true. Ed Bensick has a little recommendation. If you have time, because Ed is from California, if you have time, take a boat ride out to Catalina Island. Apparently it's an old Cubs spring training site, plus a lot of cool history. Interesting.
I've heard a lot about Catalina Island. Jonas has been there.
Oh, Jonas
He says
said it's super awesome.
It was the coolest place I've ever been.
Really?
Filled with
Wow.
Suzuki Samurais.
Whoa,
Awesome.
Sick.
I am sold.
Okay,
He
so.
said it's filled with Suzuki Samurais.
Okay.
So
Being an owner of a Suzuki Samurai, I was very pleased.
Okay.
I don't know how to ride one, so I won't be, but I'll be watching them being ridden.
Cool. Let's see if I see anything else. Peter Rahill said we have a good rhythm player in our Irish trad session who plays one of those mandocellos. That's
Really?
cool.
That's
Yeah,
very cool.
that's really interesting. Tex just had a recommendation for the Firk nylon strings guitar. Thank you very much for putting that
we
in.
do have an appointment with Firk. We're going to be seeing
Yeah.
some new stuff. They came out with a whole
Speaking
new neck
of Firk.
system for self-adjusting action. So it adjusts itself to the weather conditions. If it gets dry, it actually adjusts itself using a wood block that can heat. It expands and contracts at the same rate as your top, and will adjust the neck action. We want to go by the booth and see that, and have Peter tell us all about how they came up with that whole design. It was years in the making, according to the latest information they put out.
Makes sense. All right, let's see. Next question. This is from Lee. What is an unsung American acoustic guitar builder? Any thoughts?
I mean, a lot of people would come up with their own version of what unsung means. I mean, in popularity levels. Gallagher is one that I love the story of them bringing the Gallagher name back from obscurity and possible extinction. So really proud that David has brought back the Gallagher brand. The Iris guitars are a really cool project. What would you say, Jonas? Anyone out there that you can think of? I mean, Henderson guitars are just, they're renowned, but the majority of the world population doesn't know
Anything about them. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good pick. I don't know.
If there is one, we need to have them in the shop.
Yes.
Because we sing for the unsung heroes.
Yes, we do.
All heroes should be sung.
All right. Peter Rayhill said, what about Goodall that are American made?
That'd be a John question.
Yeah.
I think we went by their booth last year at NAMM and looked at some of the guitars. It might have made it in your guys' search for the top guitars video.
I don't know.
But
either way, you can also ask John that one tomorrow. We're on New Guitar Thursday.
Nope, not tomorrow. That's Wednesday. It'll be a shop talk tomorrow.
I said tomorrow or New Guitar Thursday.
I said
so shop talk
tomorrow
Wednesday.
on guitar.
Which is good to mention, guys. We haven't had shop talk in like 2 weeks, guys. We're back.
Holidays, both on.
It has been holidays.
New Year's Day was we were all here. We were doing inventory. That wouldn't have been a very good shop talk.
No.
Because all you would have heard was us counting.
The
one
scanning
pick,
guns.
two picks, three. That jar of picks on the counter there.
Yeah. No.
So but Christmas Eve was on Wednesday. Christmas was on Wednesday.
Christmas
and then New Year's
Day. Yeah.
So no shop talk, but today we are back.
This week
we
are back.
Tomorrow, sorry, and then also next week we'll be back, and then we'll be at NAMM. So
yeah, so a couple of shop talks, but just keep that in mind that we will be back with those. Let us know what you guys want to see for NAMM. Let us know if you guys have any NAMM predictions in the comments. Do you got anything that you really want to see or really are expecting? Because I know that we know some secrets that we can't tell you guys yet, but you'll learn them eventually.
I think
all
we're
will
gonna
be
have
revealed
the early
soon.
preview of the Martin Guitar booth the night before, like we did last year, but now as an official dealer, which makes it even cooler.
Which makes it even more special, yeah. Very exciting. All right, I think that we don't really have any other comments in here, and we showed off what we wanted to show off. Unless you have any thoughts.
I have news, guys.
Do it.
Something else we may be showing at the NAMM show.
Oh, yeah.
At the Highlander booth. I gave final approval on the final proof of the book. It went to print yesterday. So it is in print. They said they plan on having it by NAMM to debut at the NAMM show.
Yay!
I really hope that happens so that we can go by the booth and
Me
I can
too.
just stand there next to that book and go,
Whose
recognize that guy
face
there?
is that? Yeah. That's going to be
Look
sick.
like anybody you know?
Oh, yeah. No, that's going to be sick.
So yeah,
Cool.
only 2 years, 3 years after I finished writing it, it's finally coming out.
Yeah.
I read it.
That wasn't that long.
None of the stuff inside of it is relevant anymore. Times have changed so much that
Really?
G chords are now made with one finger.
But get excited, guys. It is a good book, though, in all seriousness. It's going to be exciting. That's going to be really cool to see. John asked, am I the first comment? No.
Are you just joining now and asked for the first comment?
Yeah, he just joined now, yeah. So, yeah.
John, are we allowed to talk about the Carl Jackson Recording King banjo?
The what?
Oh, I mean, oops. No, I think I saw that they put out an ad. It's one thing they're going to be debuting at the NAMM show. So something very cool from Recording King we're going to showcase there.
Tex
we're
is
supposed
asking.
to get one early.
I think so.
They better get here because we're going to be gone
I hope
soon.
so, yeah. We're waiting on a lot of stuff to get here early. Hopefully it gets here. Tex is asking, may I buy a signed copy, Jeremy? Jeremy, you cool with signing them?
I think we're going to sign any that are... I'm just going to sign all of them in the store, whether you want it signed or not. They
Really?
will be signed.
Okay. Make sure that you guys request it if you want it signed.
It would
that
hurt
way
my
we can
feelings
100%.
if somebody requested, please don't sign this.
Please don't sign this. Yeah.
I would like a
That'd be
copy
really
of the book,
funny,
but I will
honestly.
pay you extra not to sign it.
That'd be really funny.
That'd be very hurtful. Hinckley would do that.
I would do that. All right. Yeah, John did say that we'll have one of the first ones of that banjo. So, cool.
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting that ahead of time so we can slide that video into the live stream.
Yep.
And hopefully have a good
I
banjo
think
player
that,
demo
come on.
it.
This has got to be like a foolproof plan, guys. We got it. All right. I think that
Time is going by quick,
is
isn't it, though? I just don't even feel like NAMM's in 2 weeks.
I don't feel like it either. I think that the thing for me is that this is my very first NAMM in January. I only went to the ones that were, I only went to the ones that were in June and April or something like that. Yeah.
Was last year's not moved to January?
Last year's was in January, but I didn't go to it. Yeah, that was the only one I haven't gone to.
So it is a little bit different.
Here.
And You were there before. No, if you haven't been to a January one, you haven't really seen the big NAMM.
No, I
and it looks like
haven't.
it's coming back. It
think so?
seems like most of the major
Fender.
manufacturers are going to be there this year.
Fender's there.
There's
I'm
still a
kind
few
of
of them that are
excited.
not there, which we will shame extensively at the show and say, shame on you, why aren't you here? You should be embarrassed that you're not here. And I'm sure that alone will make them show up next year. But
Oh,
there
yeah.
are some major
No, I'm really
brands that are back
excited.
this year, so it's
I
going
mean,
to be
if
a good
you look
show.
at the map, the Yamaha space, which was already insane last year, and I think that Taylor is going to be back with a proper
And they
a
added
proper
the third
booth
floor
setup.
downstairs again
Yeah.
this year, which hasn't been back since COVID.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I think we're in for a good one this time, and we have some fun videos planned. Thank you so much, everybody, for
Thank
joining
you guys
us.
for tuning
though.
in. We love having you for the live stream. I hope you had a great Christmas and New Year's, and that you got all your New Year's resolutions figured out. I hope all of your resolutions are
If
to...
you look there on the screen, John has some news. I don't know if I should say it because I don't know. Because I don't know
If he
we're
said it
allowed
on
to say
there-
it. If he said it on there, I should say it.
Yeah, he'll be the one in
John
trouble.
says 3 TAS collab guitars releasing.
Yeah, so we can say that. We can't say
can't
what
say
brands
that?
they're from
Okay.
yet. So we won't say the brands yet.
All right.
But guys, 3 collabs, and John is proud,
Ooh.
and we're proud of John because he worked directly with 3 major manufacturers to build a custom guitar.
Well, you'll
some
know
surprises coming.
One of them, yeah.
Some
'Cause
surprise.
we've
The
talked about
Bedell,
the Bedell,
is one
yeah.
of them, yes.
Yeah.
The Bedell guitar is one that we all worked pretty long when we went up
Yeah.
to Bedell and we had them analyze John's 1940 D18. Really impressed with the outcome of that, and it is going to become a model available through Bedell.
Okay.
So that's going to be one that's going to be showcased at the NAMM show, but 2 other ones that are kind of surprises. So
Pretty excited, guys. All right, that's that today. Thank you guys all for joining us so much. Please leave a like if you've liked this live stream. Please. It helps us so much.
should I play on this?
Nice.
I'm not used to playing in that key.
That's okay.
All right.
Bye-bye,
Guys, have a
guys.
good one. We'll see you tomorrow for Shop Talk.
Bye-bye. All right.